All right, so here's our course object that maps to a course document in Mongo DB. Now let's save this to our database. So this course object has a method called save. Now here we're dealing with an asynchronous operation because it's going to take some time to save this course in the database because we're going to access the file system. That's why we're dealing with an asynchronous operation. The result of this operation will be ready in the future. So this method returns a promise. We can await it and get the result. Now this result is the actual course object that is saved in the database. So when we save this course in MongoDB, MongoDB is going to assign a unique identifier to this course object, to this course document. Now, with this, we can see the ID that is assigned by MongoDB. So let's log it on the console. Result. Now, as I told you before, whenever you use await, your code should be inside an async function. So I'm going to define a function here. Async function create course. Like this. And then put all this code inside this function. So we create a course object, save it, and then display the result on the console. And finally here, we call create course. Save. Now back in terminal. In this section, I'm going to run this application using Node instead of NodeMon because I don't want every time I make a simple change in the code that result in creating a new document in our MongoDB database. So Node index.js. Okay, beautiful. Our course was saved in the database. And here's the document that is actually stored in our MongoDB. Look, MongoDB assigned this property underline ID and is set to this unique identifier. Now, let's go back to MongoDB Compass. So let's refresh here. Here's our playground database. We have this courses collection, and in this collection, we have one document, right? So this is the beauty of MongoDB or NoSQL databases. Unlike relational databases, we didn't have to create a table. We didn't have to script that table. We simply created a document and stored it in our MongoDB database. So back in the code, let's modify these values and create another document because in the next lecture, I'm going to show you how to query documents. So let's change this to Angular course. And we add two tags, Angular and front end. Save. Back in the terminal. Let's stop this process and run this application again. So here's our second document. And if you look in MongoDB Compass, let's refresh the result. Look, we have two documents in our courses collection. Beautiful. So next I'm going to show you how to query documents.